Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Project Genom. This is going to be the second episode in our tutorial Let's Play of this game. Now, on this episode, we're going to be going over a brief overview of the city that you start in, where areas are, what kind of people you're looking for in those areas, and just kind of giving you a quick pointer system of some of the things that we've run into. Now, this is the area that you come out of when you first exit the tutorial mission. You're going to find Engineer Lancer here, who you need to talk to start a quest. You'll find a lot of stuff on the ground and things of that sort, but we're going to be bypassing all of that stuff for now as I show you the town here that is just absolutely amazing. A lot of little items there everywhere. Now, there's not really anybody over here in this area that we need to talk to. You will see that we get a little bit of lag. The game just came out on Steam, and there are a lot of people on, so hopefully that will not be too bad. Now, this is the area that a lot of the construction gets done in. You will find several NPCs of note, and I'll show you guys where that is. You're going to see Engineer Yurs over here, and you're also going to see Engineer Vok over here, or I should say Largus Vok over here. Those are two guys that you kind of want to remember their names. You will be coming back to them fairly often for quest and to turn in items and things along the way as well. Now, if you come over here to this side, you will find another NPC you want to remember, Arthur over here, or Arthur. He is somebody that you will come back to somewhat often, not too often. He's only used for about a handful of quests that I found in the game so far. There is also this guy right here, Lorenzo. He is a guy you want to talk to for several reasons, but again, only a handful of quests you're going to be using. And then if you come down here into this little area, you will find a guy off to the side, a little guy over here. He is used only in two quests that I am aware of, but he's hiding over here, Morris, in this little area. We'll keep going through, and I'll show you the rest of the zone, guys. Now, as I said before, this is kind of the bowels of the area. This is where all the computer work is going on, the cryo unit station area. Once you come up here, you're coming over into the Starship area. You will find your little gliders and things of that for sale. Pink Man over here is NPC that you will use on a few quests, and he's pretty much the only one in this area that you're going to need to know about. As you come over here, you can take a left and go around the corner, and you will find this guy right here, Biologist Vargas. You do, again, want to remember these names, because when they tell you to go talk to these people, they don't tell you where they're at. They don't tell you they're inside the city. They don't tell you they're inside, the place on the outside, killing creatures in the science lab or what. They just give you a name, sometimes not even that much, and then you got to go out in there and find them. Now, there are no other named people over here in this little area. If we go over here, this is the med lab, and the med lab has a few people you can talk to. You can see there's a lot of stuff on the ground you can pick up. This lady over here, she will be used, Laura, for a quest down the road. She filed a complaint. You're going to be talking to her, but it's going to be a long way into the future before you do anything with her. Probably around level 15 before you even manage to get her to say anything to you, other than she doesn't want to be bothered. These guys over here don't use anything. They're not really named guys at all. If you come over here into this room, you will find two people that you will use a lot of quests for. I'm saying probably a dozen or so more quests from Cryomedic Martin, and then of course this lady down here, which is Marie, the kind of a girl that the other guy we showed you in the cryo chamber was kind of having a thing for. So you're going to be doing some of these right off the bat. So remember where she is. You're going to use her. If you come down here, you'll also see Chief Lara Cryobetics. She is somebody you will come to fairly often because you need to get your blood taken, all sorts of really cool stuff from her, so keep that in mind. And if you come across the way here, you will find the doctor. The doctor I've only used in one quest where it was Laura who was complaining. You had to come over here and get this guy to sign off on something. That's the only thing I've used him on. And then, of course, Boris Barg has been used in only two quests that I know. So he is an NPC that you might need to talk to. Remember his name, guys. And this is the Med Lab. This is kind of a cool little place. Look around. Check the area out. Make sure you pick up and search all the items that are in here. They will start quests for you or finish quest off for you. After you come out of here, you will find you have two different ways you can go. The hole or over there, which will lead you a little further into the zone. Now we're going to go this direction rather than the hole, but you can see the hole has the bar over there and a few other really cool areas. Now, up here on the top, there is nobody really on the right-hand side to talk to unless you go down. Over here on the side, you will have Sebastian. He is used for several number of quests. Marcus is also used for a number of quests. This guy up here is not. This area, however, is used for a quest. You got to come over here and light a candle later on, so kind of remember where that is. And over here in the back, you will see the people who have supported this game and the funding all have a little symbol over here. So big shout out to all of those guys for helping out create this fantastic experience of a game. And that is the end of that little area over there. Now you have two areas you can go over here. You can go down to the right, or you can go up to the left. And I know I'm going over a lot of stuff, guys. I do apologize if it's too quick, but it is something you can go back and watch if you need a recap on anything. We have Melina over here. I have not seen used for any quest yet, but she does have a name. She does have conversation skills. She just hasn't been used in anything till level 21. So maybe down the road she's going to be used. Now over here we have a lot of NPCs that will be used on quest. This one right here, Mika, she's actually only used on 2 quests that I know of, and you're probably not going to like those. Those are kind of depressing ones. We also have Secretary Tina, and she's used in a number of quests, probably a handful of quests for her. You come around the corner and you will see these two guys. You have Ron and you have Armor Chuck. And Ron and Armor Chuck are used on level 15 quests for the majority and a little bit beyond, mainly weapons quests. You can tell they're kind of in the armory over here. We have Mac over here, used in only 1 quest that I'm aware of, but maybe more down the road. And if you come all the way over here into the next room, you will find the main guy, Security Chief Gore, or as I like to call him, Gorski. He is the main guy in charge of this entire station, and he will be using you to do a whole bunch of missions that will be your main mission focus. They are the main storyline missions. So this guy is a guy you're going to be very familiar with as time goes on. Remember where he's at, guys. You're going to use him. This guy over here in the corner, used only in 1 quest that I'm aware of, Warner. He's standing right there. He never moves. He's always there, guys. He has nothing else better to do with his time. Same thing with Sally over here. He's only used in 2 quests that I'm aware of. So yeah, not too much there. Nothing over here to speak of just yet. But if you come over here, this is another guy you need to be very familiar with, Quartermaster Diego. He's used in probably a dozen quests, if not more. Mainly as side pieces. You kind of have to come over here and talk to him a little bit, and then go back to where you need to go and finish off the quest in another aspect. But this guy is going to be part of that. If you come around the corner, you will find a warehouse of sorts over here, and there's nobody over here to talk to really, but there are some warehouse rooms you need to be aware of. If you get a quest that says you need to go put something in a footlocker, or you need to get stuff out of a footlocker, they're usually referring to this area over here, and one of these boxes here will be the footlocker, or one of these over here, like this crate right here, is something that you will use later on to take an item out of a safe. Several different quests, actually. I think probably, now that I'm thinking about it, 4 or 5 at least that will cause you to come over here and put items into like number 6 locker, number 8 locker, number 12 locker. This is the area, guys. This is where you want to come. And there's another one right there. You can see somebody's actually doing that quest right now. There are no NPCs down here for you to talk to, and there's really nothing else for you to do down here other than those quests. So you don't need to come down here too often, but if you're looking for those, definitely come check them out. Now we're going to go back upstairs, because upstairs is where it gets really interesting with things that they haven't integrated into the game yet, but as soon as they do, I think every single person out there is absolutely going to love them, because the idea behind it is pretty fantastic. Now if we come all the way on the outside, start on the outskirts before we go on the inside, you will find another NPC right here, Rodney. Now she is pretty much your Black Marketeer quest line. She will buy stuff that is stolen off of dead bodies, of corpses, not the creatures you killed, but people you've looted, and not PvP style, but part of story missions. So if you find like a pocket watch that you want to sell, she's usually your man. You can also go to the bartender and sell it there most of the time as well. But Rodney is standing out here on the outskirts, and you can see the different armor that people are wearing right there. That is actually another player going through. Now, Over here, you have a lot of windows. You can't really do anything with these yet. These are going to be armor things that they're going to integrate into the game down the road. And you can get a brief description by reading these two things on what these are. You can also come over here and you can sell at one of these trading terminals. You can put the E button on these, and you can right-click on this little item like this, because we're not going to be using this weapon. We have a better weapon than this. We don't need to do anything with it. So if we right-click or click on it, hit the little fist button right there, you'll see right now in my money I have 22 cash. Bottom right corner, you'll see level 2. Underneath that, you'll see that little symbol. It says 22. If we sell this, that number will go up to 28. Now, you don't need to hang on to these items at all. You can't trade craft just yet. You can't take these pieces apart. Just sell any weapon or any piece of armor that you're not going to be using down the road. Now, manager here, you're going to be talking to her maybe twice for 2 different quests. Beyond that, again, until they add more, she's not going to be all that important. But you do want to remember where she's at. Now, if we go back through this area, and I'm going to call this like the shopping area as well as the command center, because it's 2 in 1, you will see the hole. This is the other area right across from the medics lab. I know it's a lot to take in, but as you run through this area, you will get very, very familiar with it. This is the bar, guys. This is a fantastic place to kind of come in here. The bartender here has a number of quests that are required for him to do. In fact, if you go into him and talk to him right now, he doesn't have any quests for us, but you can click the little trade button here at the very top, and you will be able to come in here and buy stuff. Now, the right-hand side is his inventory, and the left-hand side is ours. If you go through the different tabs, you will see what he has for sale in those tabs. And right now, he has absolutely nothing to sell except for a whiskey bottle, and that is used for a different quest down the road. 5,000 credits to be able to buy that. By the time you're doing that quest, 5,000 won't really be that much. You'll be able to afford it, but that is something you want to be aware of, that you can come in there and buy items. Even though when you first go in there, it's just weapons and armor. There are other slots. He's the only one that has another slot worth buying for the moment, but I'm sure down the road that will change. If you come in here, you'll find 2 people worth seeing or worth noting. This guy over here, the Hulk Johnny, and you won't use him until you're about level 10, maybe level 15, depending on when you get that quest. So he's really not all that important just yet. The singer over here is somebody you can sit here and watch and just kind of chill out, relax. You can enjoy the atmosphere of the bar, but you can't talk to him yet or anything like that. The other guy I was talking about is if you come out here to the outside, you will find a NPC right here. Where is he at? I think that guy over there at the table was somebody, but this guy right here, Merchant Ed, he will sell you stuff, but nothing really good. And then, of course, you have other items in here that you can click on to do things with as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this area. Now, if you come over here, you will find right now this area is locked off. This is where you eventually will have your personal quarters. You're going to be able to put items in there, decorations, all sorts of really cool stuff. It kind of comes to mind Mass Effect when you have something like that, and I can't wait to see where that goes. Now you have more armor here, or more ammo I should say, that you can pick up. And then you have this guy chilling right over here on the end. He is a collector, and he will be used in, I think, 3 quests so far. Again, these are just up to level 21 that I've done. The number on how many times you will come to talk to these people will greatly depend on how many side missions you do and how high of a level you are. If you get all the way up to level 40 something, you may come to this guy 50 or 60 times. Right now, not so much, but he is just kind of chilling over here on the side. They do have a sense of humor over at the the devs. They have put this little thing right here, alpha content. Sorry guys, still under construction. You can see he's just sitting there bashing away. I love the fact they did that. I think it's it's hilarious. It shows that they have passion in their game and they're not afraid to make fun of themselves by saying it's still a work in progress. Now, when you come through this little area over here, you will come to the shopping center, basically, where you can buy weapons, armor, eventually down the road. Now, Jack is somebody I think I've only used twice the entire time I've been in the game. You come down here, you will find Merchant Jammy. She's going to eventually sell stuff for you, and right now she's not selling anything. And you're going to use Miles. Miles you're probably going to use about a dozen times, if not more, so you want to remember where he's at. This guy I don't think I've ever used, Ron Ard. So he's in here. He's going to be selling, I guess, some sort of stuff down the road. And don't forget, you can come down here and buy your guns. Again, not really sure why you'd want to buy guns yet, but this guy eventually will be able to sell you one, and that's a sniper rifle in there. I can't wait until we can unlock sniper rifles and actually use those. That will be fantastic. Now, We have looked at all the stuff over there. If you come over here, you will see trading terminals. This is...
The right mind writes down their password on a card.
Yeah, well, this is where you can come over here to sell some of your items or buy other ones. And you can see all of these right now are better than what I'm wearing. Remember to look down at the requirements. It says Assault 9. That means you have to have a Assault 9 skill. Some of these will have level requirements on them too. Level requirement of 10, level requirement of 15, things of that sort. You want to make sure that you're able to use those if you're going to buy them. If you come all the way down here, you will see that there is a lady standing here, and she will offer you a quest right now. And she's also used, and I would say about 5 quests down the road. Not too many, but not too shabby either. And as you come all the way out here, you will find a few other NPCs that you can use as well. This guy over here has never used anything. This NPC right here is used, I believe, twice so far. So she is somebody you're going to want to be familiar with. Down over here, I think that's it, right? There's no NPC over here that you're going to use. Yeah, there's no NPC over here that you're going to use. This area is locked off right now. Le Moth, it does look like a strip club to me. I don't know what it's going to be in the future, but it is a work in progress. And if you keep going out, you're going to enter the outside zone. So if you just walk up to those doors, you will zone, and that will be the end of the city. Again, guys, I do want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have found this tutorial pretty informative. I didn't cover everything because we didn't want to sit here and make an hour-long video of where every little item was. Those are what's going to be following. I'm going to do one quest at a time. Hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos and find them informative and be able to get through them. The next quest we do is going to be a walk. It's going to be to talk to Lancer, and I believe he's going to ask you to find 4 screws, which a lot of people are having problems with. So we will show you exactly where to do those. As always, guys, I'm AC Gamer, and I will definitely catch you next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.